Hi, my name is Kim Kraft and I'm the Montclair Township Engineer, and I'd like to welcome you to the first edition of Completing Our Streets, the story of how Montclair is making our streets safer for our residents. Today I'm here with Patrick Hefferan of Carmanah Technologies, and he's going to be talking to us today about our rapid rectangular flashing beacons, which we've just installed and we're really excited to tell you about. But first we're going to take a brief break. Hi, welcome back. I'm Kim Kraft, Montclair Town Engineer, and I'm here today with Patrick Hefferan of Carmanah Traffic Technologies. And the reason Patrick's here with us today is because Montclair won a contest called Complete My Streets, where Carmanah was offering a pedestrian safety device to towns around the country, and we competed and we won. So Patrick, I wanted to ask you, why did Carmanah do this contest?
Well, we're very big into pedestrian movement and bicycle movement, and we felt that Montclair specifically in our contest had made a very compelling amount of dialogue between your community itself, which showed that really there was more interest in this town than anywhere else in the nation for our product, for this rectangular rapid flashing beacon. So we were very excited that there was this much of feedback, and we're really pretty proud to work with you guys in cooperation in Montclair, New Jersey.
Thank you. Can you tell us how many communities we were competing against?
Ooh, there were probably upwards of 30, maybe 40 or so that were coming through, and really Montclair had just about doubled the amount of entries from most of the other competition. There was conversation on the Media Bistro online. There was conversation through our website, through our Facebook website. You guys had generated a ton of conversation, and there was all sorts of dialogue going on, which is really the point of what we're shooting for, is to kind of bring an education of pedestrian safety, to balance things out between the walker, the cyclist, and the motor vehicles.
Well, thank you, Patrick, for coming today. And when we come back, we're going to hear from some of our residents who we expect will benefit from the new pedestrian safety device.
All in together now, we can make it better now. Come on.
Moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier. Search We Can to find out more.
Welcome back. Patrick and I have been joined by Sergeant Stephanie Ignezzo of the Montclair Police Department, and Patrick has a few questions for her about this.
Stephanie, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
What should pedestrians do when they encounter the new Carmanah RFB beacon?
Well, one of the biggest challenges that we found with traffic safety is trying to educate both motorists and pedestrians. When pedestrians want to cross the street, when they encounter the beacon, it is a pedestrian-activated device, so they should press the button that's noted on the device where they need to press the button across, and the beacons will start flashing.
For sure. What are the results that Montclair is expecting to see in safety improvements right now?
Well, we are definitely, again, always looking for ways of improving traffic safety. We're hoping that this device is going to improve the safety for the pedestrians being able to cross, in addition to making it safer for children to cross.
Absolutely. And then how, as motorists approach and see the lights flashing, what should their reaction and kind of action be?
Well, again, also trying to educate the motorists of what their responsibilities are when it comes to, they are required to stop and stay stopped for pedestrians in crosswalks. Right. So when they do encounter these flashing beacons, they should always, again, be aware of what's going on around them anyway. Now with distracted driving, a lot of texting while driving,
yeah.
We're trying to raise some awareness on that. But when they see these flashing beacons, they should be aware that there is a pedestrian in the crosswalk who is wishing to cross, and they should slow down, and then they have to stop.
So at every time that the flash is visible, it should be assumed that there is a pedestrian in the crosswalk.
That's correct.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Yes, thanks, Stephanie. Thank you. We'll be right back.
We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. No.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
Let's see what you can do. Let's go.
Search We Can for ideas on how to get healthy together.
Welcome back. Patrick and I are joined by Councillor Sean Spiller, who represents the 3rd Ward of Montclair. And this area, Midland and Bloomfield Avenue, is included in his ward. So Patrick, you have some more questions?
I do,
Thanks
Sean.
for having me.
Thanks for coming out. What benefits do you feel the crosswalk improvements like this will offer to the citizens of Montclair?
Well, I think all of us here in Montclair were always focused on safety, and I think this clearly is a step in that direction. It's a little bit of a tricky intersection that we have there. I think a lot of times residents feel you've got to run across, or you're taking your chances when you cross. So I think that the changes that have been made recently, and of course the addition of this crosswalk, thanks to your generous donation, is going to be an added bonus in terms of safety.
For sure. How do you see these improvements contributing to the future vision of Montclair as a community?
Well, I think, and I think you'll be hearing from the bid a little bit later, but it goes to an overall theme that we're trying to do is really make a more walkable, more pedestrian-friendly Montclair. And I think we see that with Church Street, which is a wonderful street we have. We have South Park. We also have the wonderful Wellmont, the museum. But anytime you can really slow traffic on Bloomfield Ave, allow pedestrians to cross a little more safely, and then really get to the different stores that we have on opposite sides of the street, it's a benefit.
For sure, for sure. Why was this intersection specifically, this might go to you, Kim, why was this intersection specifically nominated for these improvements? What is it?
Well, awareness has been raised recently of all of the issues with pedestrian safety around town, and when I found out about this contest, this is the first intersection that came to my mind.
Right.
Not only because it's highly visible and it's on our most busy street in town, but it's also because it is the intersection where we've had the most pedestrian crashes. So it was the natural first choice.
Right, right, excellent. How did you feel upon the May 30th announcement that you guys had won the contest? Freebies all around.
We were thrilled. I mean, I knew that because Montclair is such a vibrant community and so interested in this issue and so vocal in their support of anything that we can do to help with it, that, you know, I was just ecstatic.
For sure. Well, we were very pleased to see it. We were really kind of surprised and amazed, just delighted at the amount of conversation coming up, because as you know, this is sort of a new movement itself, so it's wonderful to see that much education spread that fast.
I think it really tested the township's communication systems as well, because we really put the word out, and it was great to see the response from the residents really getting back and involved, as you say.
You guys were both there today. How did you feel the install was in terms of ease? You know, did it go smoothly?
It went smoothly. We had a couple of snafus with things mounted the wrong way, because you kind of had to think about what it looks like when it's up on the post as opposed to laying in front of you. But as far as the simplicity of putting it together, it went very easily and very smoothly.
About how long did it take, you think?
About an hour and a half.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. I think it was really great to have everyone there, yourself included, because I think when you had everyone there, you really got to see all the capabilities of the equipment that we're installing, and really then focus it where it needed to be most effective. So I think that having that team there in terms of, you know, we had public safety there, making sure no one was getting hurt doing it. We had the township team there, the engineer, myself, you. It was really great to have everyone there to help put that in.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Let's take a look at the installation process. Patrick and I are here now with Norma Tassi of Bike and Walk Montclair. Welcome, Norma.
Hi, Kim. Thank you.
Bike and Walk Montclair played such a great role in getting the word out about this contest and really to help us to win. Tell us something about that.
Well, once the contest was announced, we mobilized our memberships through social media to answer the call to get this beacon installed. And I know a great many people heard about the contest through Bike and Walk Montclair's Facebook post and through our blog and website.
Excellent. How does Bike Walk Montclair feel about the installation now that it's completed?
Well, our goal is bikes and feet on every street, and a traffic calming measure like the rapid flashing beacon is a good way to make people feel safe biking and walking on Bloomfield Ave in an area that's perceived by the public as very dangerous.
Absolutely. How do you feel that social media plays a role in sort of getting this community momentum?
Well, what I think is that it's something that you can react to instantly. I think that our membership saw it on our various sites, and they were moved to take action because biking and walking is something that people in this town and people who belong to our organization really care about and support.
For sure. Well, thank you very much for coming down today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Norma.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Ready or not, here I come.
Take time to be a dad today.
We're here now with Phil Cantor, who's the president of the Montclair Center Business Improvement District. Welcome, Phil.
Hi.
First, we just want to thank you and the bid for being such a great supporter of our contest entry. Can you tell us a little bit about how you did that outreach?
Well, making use of our website and our social media, we partnered with your office and the township in getting the word out and getting the number of likes and the followers and the fans to get behind this whole process of getting this crossing beacon.
What was the feedback from some of the people that you reached out to? Did they come back to you with comments, or was it mainly just through the social media that they were expressing themselves?
Well, everyone loves to complain about traffic. So we got lots of comments, and I'm sure. But the main thing is to have this partnership and this community building aspect of it that I think is really important, and certainly important for the bid. The way we operate in the downtown is a tremendous number of partnerships, and I think that's why we get a lot of buy-in from our store owners and our community members. And
so, Phil, if I might ask you, how do the businesses feel on Montclair, on Bloomfield Ave there? What's the response are they excited about the addition of multimodal transportation?
Well, for the business community, the Bloomfield Avenue is a tremendous obstacle. It's fast moving. It's 4 lanes of traffic plus 2 parking lanes. It's almost a barrier between operating from one side to the other. So if you see a store on the other side of the street, it's a problem to get across. So anything that we can do to calm the traffic is going to be good for this town. It's going to be good for business, and especially something like this with a flashing beacon that'll make this part of the world that was so dangerous before. Now you can get to the other side and to another little shopping district over on Midland. This is an amazing thing to do, and we have to do this and continue this throughout Bloomfield Avenue. We want to bring this kind of Church Street experience to Bloomfield Avenue.
Okay. So what role do you think crosswalk improvements like this will play in other parts of the town? We know it's going to do great things for Bloomfield Avenue. How do you see it expanding, and where do you see the bid's role?
I think what we would love to see is ways to bring the 2 sides of the street closer together using, there's lots of techniques that you have in your business, but with bump outs or with a median strip, just to give the perception of safety. Right now there's a perception insecurity on Bloomfield Avenue. If we can eliminate that, then we're going to get a lot of cross traffic, and of course that brings in bicycles, that brings in families, that opens up other shopping districts like on Glen Ridge Avenue, going down towards where my photography studio is on Lackawanna. As soon as we can open up, that will help the entire business community throughout our 1 mile long bid footprint.
Excellent.
So what we're really talking about is completing our streets. It's about making them safer for all road users, not just the motorists, but the pedestrians, the cyclists, the women with strollers, the kids on their skateboards. We want everybody to feel safe and welcome in our downtown business district and throughout Montclair.
And I think bringing people to the street makes the streetscape and makes the vitality, and it makes the township look better, feel better, and of course, with stronger downtown, it's one of our big selling points is to have a strong and a stronger downtown.
I want to thank you for joining us today, and thanks to all our guests. My name is Kim Kraft, and I thank you for joining us. We'll see you again soon.